just a quick update from Noblar. I'm just going to be responding to an email I got off a chap called Devstro. Hopefully a lot of you guys have heard of him. Devstro. Bit of a hero, a legend on the YouTube miniature wargaming community. Go check out his channel. Got a great few series on more recently Malifaux stuff and showing off his paint jobs on those. Brilliant, beautiful paint jobs. He's got a couple of series on Warhammer Lizardmen and Warhammer Demons and the evolution of kind of demons and chaos throughout the Warhammer, or the history of the Warhammer game. Great few series on putting together and prepping miniatures for undercoat and then painting them, basing them, pinning the miniatures together. Just a generally really great channel for any hobbyist. Go check him out, Devstro. You won't be disappointed at all. And to top it off, he's a really nice guy. I've got to know him over the past year or so, and he's a legend. Yeah, nothing bad to say about him. Go check him out. He's a hero. Anyway, on to his email. He's just asking about, again, something you guys hopefully have heard of because they're great. Battle Foam, a company called Battle Foam. They make cases to store your miniatures and carry them around. He's asking my opinion on the Malifaux bag. You probably might be able to read it, but I will read it out for you. He's asked for the Malifaux bag for as a present, but he's seen a YouTube video where Romeo, the founder of the company, demonstrates the bag, and Devstro's got some concerns. Firstly, that the trays are vertical, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. He's not keen on them being vertical, especially with the fact there's no foam toppers to protect the miniatures, and he can see them rubbing against the inside of the case. Based on that, he might go with a different bag, although from the same company, which zips onto the bottom of a bag he's already got. Do I think his concerns are valid, and do I have any personal experiences with the Malifaux bag? Yes, I do have some personal experiences with the Malifaux bag. I'll try to answer and kind of give you my view on your concerns, Devstro. But I'll also, whilst I've got you guys here, I'll do a full review of the bag because I've not seen one yet on YouTube. Only the only one I've seen, like you, is the company's official, their own one. So I'll start at the back. First off, like all the bags, canvas, kind of durable canvas. This one's a brown, stitched on logos and emblems, so they're not going to peel off or anything. They're going to last. The canvas is really solid, really durable. One of the other bags I've had, probably the one I've had the longest time, is the Flames of War one there. A year, 18 months. It's not put a foot wrong. It's great. It's really durable material, really well made. So you won't be disappointed in spending your money with Battle Foam. You'll get a serious product that will last a very long time. So the back of the bag zips open into a kind of knick-knack peripherals area. The first thing is there's on a lot of the bags there's a ring binder where you can store sheets of cards. You don't need that for the Malifaux game, so there isn't one here. But what there is, a kind of leaf or fold pocket which fits quite nicely the Malifaux core rulebook. Just slides in there, no problem at all. And then 3 or 4 different pockets for 2 for fate decks of your playing cards, one there and another one, just in case you need to for whatever reason. A section for your stat cards. Another one here for general. I think I've got gems and dice in there just in case you need them. And 2 elasticated rings for dry wipe markers. One thing I will say in here is, although everything is really thought out, everything fits in snugly, the stat cards one, it doesn't open up doesn't fold out of the bag much, so you have to kind of really want to get into this pocket, and especially with the cards being so big, you can see you have to push back the zip to then be able to get in. So not a great flaw at all, really. Probably not even a flaw, just a minor gripe. If you'd made it a little bit so that the pocket would fold out more, you could put the cards in at an angle and then close it, as opposed to having to put them in almost vertically. But not an issue, not a real issue, just something I noticed. So So zipping it up, again, you've got a more comfortable handle on the newer bags made of kind of a rubbery plastic that you don't get on the older bag there. You can just see it's a flat canvas kind of handle. So this one's much more comfortable. Flip it round, and on the front, again, embroidered emblem, really nice, not going anywhere, that will last you years. It won't fade or look tatty. I've had this one for a good few months. Open it up, Velcro, and again it's a similar kind of flap for the newer, slightly thicker, chunkier expansion book, Rising Powers. So currently, as it stands, this bag will hold all the rules and all the cards, fate decks, soul gems, dry white markers that you'd ever need to play a game of Malifaux. So onto the meat and potatoes of the bag, and this is the bit where Devstro has his concerns. The front section folds out. That's as much as it unzips. Some of the other bags that Battle Foam do, you'd expect it to unzip down here, and then you'd be able to slide the trays out from left to right. On this one you can't. You just have to lift them out. But so anyway, this is how you'd carry it. Handle at the top, so your miniatures aren't lying flat; they're upright. Personally, I don't think much of an issue, especially if you can get the orientation whereby they're base down, as opposed to being, if you put them in the other way up, they'd obviously be on their heads when you pick up the bag. So again, not an issue because it's foam all the way around, but if you make sure that they're standing up when you pick the bag up, you should be fine. Devstro's big query is that you don't get a foam topper with this bag. So when you close it up, which is an issue in itself, I'll show you later, this face of the foam top is flush against this canvas. So whilst this isn't metal or plastic or wood, it's not as soft as foam. So Devstro's concern that will his models get chipped is a valid one. I don't think they will, Dev. You should be fine. This is fairly flexible, fairly soft canvas. Like I say, look, you can fold it up. It's not really rigid at all. I can knock on it fairly hard and not be in pain. Do the same on wood and it hurts. So I don't think you'd find any of your models chipping. That combined with the fact that these sections, these compartments are 4 centimeters deep. That's tall. That's deeper than a lot of our models are tall. As an example, here's a judge. I can put him in vertically, standing up in the tray as you wouldn't normally do, and he's actually lower than the top. Oh, he says he's lower than the top of the foam. So they really are very deep. Also, the width of the foam is just a bit smaller than the width of a small base. So even though this guy clearly is too small for the section, the base is being kind of pinched by the foam. So even though he's really tiny compared to the section he's in, he doesn't rumble around. So I don't think you'll find any problems, Dev, if you do get this bag. The only problem I found is that I think possibly there's, and I can't believe I'm saying this, there's possibly slightly too much foam in this bag. In that you can probably see here, it's getting chewed up by the zip. There's a bit. It's pretty tricky to get the bag in. You have to kind of force it. So whilst the nice fit is good, this one's a bit too snug for my liking. Also, the fact that when everything is in and you push it down, it's half an inch at least above the zip. And when you've got all the books in, it doesn't really close properly. So you have to kind of force it down and zip it up, and when you get to a corner you have to push the foam in, and you can see there the foam is just going to get chewed up by the zip. So you really do have to, it is a snug fit, and once you get it done properly and closed, your models are secure, there's no doubt about that. But I mean, you saw the top edges of my foam topper there, and it will continue to get chewed up by that zip if I'm not careful. So overall, I'm happy with the money I spent on the bag. It's a great bag. I'm never going to outgrow it. That's going to hold 5, 6, 7 crews for my Malifaux gaming life. So I'm happy. It holds everything I need to. Although if you want to go with your other bag, I'm completely behind that decision, Devstro. Bear in mind, this one does hold everything you'll ever need, books and all. So drop us an email.